Alright, what's going on, ladies and lads? Welcome back to another commentary. I'm getting better and more frequent with my commentary videos. There should be more coming. I said in my last video, or no, not my last video, but a few videos ago that I'd be keeping them coming, and that is true. Anyway, in today's commentary, I kind of wanted to speak from the heart in a way. Well, not really speak from the heart, but it's like a slightly more philosophical topic, I guess you could say. I wanted to talk in particular about something that's important to me, and I think important to, well, I know it's important to everybody on this planet that we call home, on planet Earth. What is it I want to talk about? I'm talking about doing what you love, or doing something that you're passionate about. So let's get it started. So doing what you love, what I mean by that is typically a hobby or just something that you really enjoy doing, something that's an escape from the stresses of life or whatever, an escape. That could be video gaming, that could be reading, that could be art, it could be sports even, just something that takes your mind off other pressures and something positive that gives you an escape from the negativity. What I wanted to talk about in particular was making time for what you love, making time to do what you love, even when the world doesn't want you to, even when life doesn't want you to, even when you feel like you're too busy or the odds are against you or circumstantially something is stopping you from doing what you love doing, a hobby you love doing. So, what do you do when life gets in the way of what you love? Well, I will talk about a personal example for me. So, my example is, sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic again. My example is this YouTube channel. It might sound fairly cringy to say that I love doing this because it's just a silly hobby. And yeah, I know I see it as a silly hobby, absolutely, but it's also more than that. It's a passion, it's a creative space, and it's an interest as well. It's a deep interest. However, it's not always easiest to make time to play Call of Duty, play Modern Warfare 2, yada yada yada, and then record the videos, edit them, and upload them. All that takes time. And time is of the essence. Time is a scarcity. Time is a limited resource in all of our lives. In my example, I have other things going on. YouTube is just a hobby, but YouTube and video games doesn't encapsulate all I do. It's quite the opposite, actually. It's a very small part of my life. Small doesn't sound right. Not small as in insignificant. It is significant to me. But it's small as in how much time I spend on it. I actually don't spend that much time playing video games, and that's because I'm made busy by other things like university, having a social life, like friends and family. I'm part of a club at my university, which I hold a fairly important role in, so that's kind of almost like a job in a way. Well, that doesn't sound right. Not really a job, but the point is, I'm kept busy by a lot of other things. Being a full-time student means that you don't get an awful lot of free time, especially at the stage I'm at. So, what do? Well, here's my advice. Whether it be school or a job, a relationship, or just something that's keeping you from doing what you love, that's taking time away from you, let me just fix my mic. Ugh. Apologies. This is not professional at all. There we go. We're back. I would seriously recommend just making time for it anyway. You need to recognize when to take a break. You don't always need to be doing something that's super efficient. It's fine to just take an evening off or take a day off and do what you love, as long as you're being productive elsewhere. Equally, another important stage is accepting that you are going to be busy. You accept that you're going to have to sacrifice whatever this activity is. So for me, being a full-time student, I accept that I'm going to have to sacrifice playing games like a nerd. But you just accept that you are going to have to sacrifice that But then when you have free time because you've gotten something done, then it'll feel all the more satisfying. So for example, if there's something you need to do and you really want to do that hobby, but you know that this task needs to be completed, complete the task. Go for it. Do that. And then once you've completed it, you'll feel so much better about yourself, and you'll be able to reward yourself with your hobby, your unique hobby that we're talking about. However, contrary to that, that's not what you should always do. There are some times where, like I said, you should just take some time off. Maybe there's something you could be doing. I feel like in life there is always something you could be doing to be more efficient, but that doesn't mean you have to. As humans, we're not robots, we're not machines. It's fine to take time off, to do what gets your rocks off, really, to do something you love. So accept it. Accept that you're going to have to make a sacrifice and you're not going to be able to do what you love all the time. To a certain extent, you're going to have to go through some things that suck. But at the same time, it is important to reward yourself for going through said tasks. And achieving your goals and accomplishments like that, you reward yourself by doing what you love. However, like I say, you don't always have to put efficiency first. Sometimes it is okay to put something off, to an extent. So there's a perfect balance between doing what you should be doing and doing what you want to be doing. Doing that coursework that you really should be getting done, or doing what you love and keeps you happy. Just find a perfect balance between the two. Sometimes you do the coursework, sometimes you do what makes you happy. It's really a case-by-case basis, but that would be my advice. Generally try and be as efficient as you can, but you don't have to worry too much about efficiency. Just happiness over everything else. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say. I don't want this to get too touchy-feely, but it's a topic that had been on my mind. I didn't make any notes for this commentary or anything, so this was all off the top of my head. It may have been slightly messy, but I tried to keep a good line of argument consistently throughout the video. Hopefully you were able to follow along fairly well, and hopefully my advice will help you out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to toss a like my way, and possibly maybe even consider subscribing. That is always something that you could do. And yeah, I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice evening, or day, whatever time of day or evening it is for you. Have a good one. Goodbye.